people what they're afraid of, they usually kind of have their own categories of fear. So what would you say your kind of fun fear is? What are you excited to be afraid of?
Probably ghosts.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't scare me very often, but sometimes when I have an experience, it's this kind of adrenaline. It can be scary, but I look forward to that scare. I look forward to going into a creepy building, and if I get scared, it means something paranormal has happened, and that's what I'm looking for. So that would be one that I get excited about.
What would be something that you are physically afraid of? Like something that's, for example, I'm thinking in the realm of, skydiving or rock climbing or whitewater rafting or, heights or falling off a cliff, things like that.
I am terrified of being underground, like tunnels, and that really freaks me out. Like I physically feel like oppressed, like if I'm in that situation. And elevators really freak me out. Yeah. I have a tough time with elevators. And
I do too.
Yeah, they're unavoidable sometimes, but I will not get in one unless I have my cell phone with me, and if I don't, I have to I get out if I remember in time. Otherwise, I'm just nervous the entire time. So.
Have you been trapped in an elevator
Yes,
before?
I was. Mm-hmm. And it was the worst. It was the worst because you hit that button and you think, I'm going to hit that button and they're going to fix it.
Yeah.
But you hit the button and then somebody answers and they're like, oh, okay, we'll get somebody right there. Click, and you're by yourself. I was by myself in the elevator. I'm like, no, you got to keep talking to me. So it was like one of the most horrendous experiences ever. And I've been stuck in more than one. It's been twice now. Yeah. And so now I feel like it's like lightning. Like supposedly if you get struck by lightning, it happens to you more often after that. Like you have a higher chance. Huh. So I think the same thing about elevators.
They see you coming.
Yes.
Yeah. What about nightmares? What do you, when you dream about and you're afraid in your sleep, do you know what you are dreaming of?
I have a really awful recurring nightmare, and I've actually been, and it's not necessarily the exact same scenario every time, but I've literally been having this dream since I think I was like 8 or 9 years old. I have a recurring nightmare that I have to dispose of a dead body.
Wow.
Yeah, and it happens and it's always awful. Like I have to chop it up or throw it into a lake, or I have to get rid of it. And it's the weirdest thing. And I don't know why I have that nightmare over and over again. Wow.
That makes sense though that you went into ghost hunting.
I guess, because I'm a completely morbid person.
You're looking for the body that you had to dispose of.
Yeah, I guess so. But it's weird, and it's usually someone I don't know. It's one time it was like a circus freak. It's the weirdest dream, and it's awful. I hate it. I haven't had it for a few years, but I used to have it quite often. So there you go.
That's tough.
Now everybody knows my deepest, darkest secret. My awful nightmare.
Do you feel like your fears have changed over time?
Yeah, I think that probably what changed my fears more than anything was having a child. I think that you just become super vulnerable after you have a little one, because everything's scary in the world, you kind of get used to it. But then when you think about everything scary in the world and you think about your own little person you made in that world, for some reason it's totally amplified.
Oh, yeah.
So they're just always there. Like even now, I'm here doing this, but she's always in the back of my head somewhere thinking about her. And it's a really bizarre feeling that it's really hard to explain, but terrifying. Children are terrifying.